Yeah, he had a great day for us. And when you look at the 2-out 0-2 hit by Ramirez, it ended up costing him, and not a pitch he wants to make. And then the one pitch to Reynolds after that, I mean, just bearing down. He mixed it in well. You know, I thought he had good movement on his fastball when he wanted it. He had that good life. You saw that right from the beginning in the first. Ball jumping out of his hand. It was nice and easy. But I think you just have to admire just kind of his disposition out there. You know, he felt like he was in control of the game, and next thing you know, you look up and he's made it through the seventh.
Did he change your mind, or did you go out kind of open-minded to talk with him?
Yeah, open-minded. You know, never being out there with him before in that situation, and you know, I wouldn't say today was a scorcher, but it was a little warm, and guys were sweating on to make sure he was feeling like he has legs underneath of him, and you know, he wanted the ball, and I wanted him to have the ball. I mean, we're going to need him to be one of our horses, and he's going to thrive on situations like that.
How big of a change was being like regards to the party starts?
Well, you know, he wasn't giving us much room. There's no questions, and so. But their bullpen's been very good as well, so we didn't think necessarily once we got him out of the game we were going to be able to just do as we wanted. But the guys put together some great at-bats. Obviously, Holly getting us going, and then right after that with Adams, and then Peralta, and then Przinsky and Taveras all getting big hits. Just those tough grinding at-bats that we've watched them do. I mean, they're doing the same thing. They've done it all season, and I just feel like it's time for us to start doing it the rest of the way.
How many times do you think you've gone to the mound and not brought a pitcher back with you for your start?
I got to imagine you know exactly how many, and I imagine we'll find out pretty soon. But it's not very often, and typically we've kind of got ourselves in a situation that we kind of predetermined. But right there, he still looked good, and I want that first game for him here in this uniform to be memorable, and he was doing everything he could to keep us in the game. You know, it's a whole different situation if we would have scored runs like we did yesterday. And, you know, as he's walking off the mound, the guys were telling him we're going to get him some runs. And, you know, as he's finishing up, and fortunately they were able to do that.
Was there a major adjustment he made, or was it just a case of kind of settling in and finding that rhythm for Lackey to get this up?
Well, once again, I mean, you look at the runs that were scored, once again, 2 mistakes, really. I mean, there are a couple of hits in between. But for the most part, you know, he was making pitches all day long. He didn't have to make major adjustments. He just needed to you know, have some better luck in a couple situations. But overall, you know, I saw him go to his off-speed pitches and mixing in the curveball and the cutter, slider a little bit more when he needed to. Got some chases, and I think that kept him off his fastball. And then his fastball was more effective late.
Mike Matheny had a big second half last year, and this year he's all ugly. 6 home runs, 14 RBIs. Can you account for that or describe that?
Good hitter, and just kind of the same thing we've been trying to say since April. These guys are going to hit, and we just got to. It's not just we're going to wave a magic wand, and all of a sudden August hits here, and we expect everything to be right. I mean, just keep fighting, grinding, and figuring out a way to get it done, and put together tough at bats, and the hits, the home runs, that stuff will come. And I think the guys are benefiting from keeping that same mentality. Yeah, big hits, and you know, even some of the balls that he's not putting in play, you can see that he's getting the good part of the bat. That's what he's done. You know, that's what he's done consistently through the minor leagues. Every level, he finds the barrel, and it's just a matter of finding the right holes. And he's made some hard line outs, just like he did again today. And then when he gets into those big spots, I don't think they rattle him. I think he enjoys being in those spots and believes that he can do it, and he's done it.
Does it help him or any player just to kind of know that they're going to play pretty much every day?
It can. I mean, I don't think that's an automatic. I mean, once again, we had him playing every day when he first came up, and there was still trouble getting a good feel for his swing. It just depends. Right now, I think he's confident that he can be a part of this team that's going to contribute, and he's doing that. And I think having a little success helps every young player do that. And you know, we've given him confidence and told him exactly what we're asking for him to do, and most of it's just going in there and be the kind of player he's always been.
Going beyond before the trade deadline, there was that late inning, that pinch hit at bat that Oscar had, and I got the hit. What do you think was that kind of maybe the start of the confidence, or the turn in confidence, the boost?
You know, he's always been a pretty confident player. He's got a lot of faith in his ability, and I think having a little success for anybody just usually is the breeding ground for more success. But I don't know if you can put your hand on or finger on one particular at bat. A couple home runs. I thought the home run in San Diego was pretty big because made a statement. We knew he was going to be in there getting a lot of opportunity, and he came in and after an offense was really sputtering, and I think those sort of things help the big hits, the pinch hits. But he's going to find opportunities, and with his ability, he's going to find some success.
When Jeanette appeared to ground it out, would you rather have the out in the second and third, or have first and second? And it turned out more.
When the ball went off his foot.
Well, we couldn't tell right away.
Yeah, we're just getting an out right there. With Rosie on the mound, we're fine, and then you got a little extra room when you get to the top to get around that spot and make good pitches. But it worked out.
We talked about Rosie before the game. Is he pitching out of tight situations better than earlier in the year when inning might collapse?
We haven't had that many collapses. I mean, I just see him. And kind of like we talked about before the game, he's the same guy no matter what. He's the same guy in just about every situation. You go out there and you go into the clubhouse even now, and you really wouldn't know, except for the loud music. If you just approached him, you wouldn't know how things just went. He's very consistent, and that really helps him in that role. And same thing happens if he has a bad outing. He's not happy about it. He can't wait to get back out there, but he doesn't drag him along, and he's been very stable all season.